Hello, it's Mary Rose Wildfire Maguire, direct response copywriter and digital marketing consultant, owner of Maguire Copywriting. Please visit my website at www.maryrosemaguire.com. Information is below in the description area. So would love to have you visit and sign up for my email list. So what I'm doing during these videos, if you're new, is I go through one of my daily emails. I send out emails Monday through Friday to my list and try to make them kind of fun and entertaining, and at the same time always have a marketing lesson. So this one, the subject line, this is going to be kind of a short and sweet one. But the subject line was wielding weapons of mass production. So with my other video, I was talking about how to be more productive with systems and processes. Love systems and processes. It just helps make things so much easier. It makes things run more smoothly. There is a certain rhythm that you can get into when you start having the right systems in place. So here we go. A few years ago, the cowboy, and that's my nickname for my husband, the cowboy, surprised me with a new bicycle for my birthday. I was bouncing up and down with excitement like a little schoolgirl. You see, my old bike was a giant Yukon, a mountain bike. But we don't live near any mountains, maybe a few foothills. In fact, I never did ride a trail on that thing. Instead, we'd ride on the roads near our home and a few miles out on rural country roads. I'm not sure if you cycle, excuse me, but riding on pavement with big fat tires that usually the mountain bikes have can be, well, tiresome. I'll never forget the feeling I had when I first took my Fuji I don't know why I'm having trouble saying that, Fuji Absolute out for a spin. As I rolled down the asphalt road with the wind whistling past my ears, I felt as light as a cloud. It had been years since I had a road bike. I simply liked the idea of a mountain bike, adored those big fat knobby tires, pictured myself as a rough and tumble cyclist, yet I never rode on rough terrain. So basically, I had the wrong bike for the job. Tools are the same way. If you don't have the right ones, your marketing will stumble. Outdated tools will simply complicate your workflow. You'll waste your genius brain power trying to motor up the unmotorable. Yes, I just made up a word. I do that sometimes in my emails. There are easier ways to get things done. Here are a few of my favorite productivity tools. Number one, Microsoft Word stinks on ice when it comes to inserting graphics and positioning them just right. I cannot stand Microsoft Word for that. Many times I will use Apple's Pages, which is just a dream when it comes to inserting images, resizing them, moving them around. But my husband introduced me to Serif Page Plus. Now, I need to kind of put a little side note here because Serif recently ceased development of their Plus line. So Serif is sort of like, it's been kind of described as a poor man's Adobe suite. So they've got, the desktop publishing program that was called Page Plus. They have a drawing studio that was called Draw Plus. They have a photo editing studio that was called Photo Plus. And then they had a website development program that was called Web Plus, which I think that they did not bring over in their new changes. So now they are creating software that is both can be both used for the PC and Apple products. Before it was just PC. And their new line is called Affinity. So the Affinity line now is going to have, a page, like a desktop publishing program, and I'm not quite sure if they rolled that out yet. So there's changes on Serif's side. Serif is a UK software company. If you go online and just type in serif.com, you'll see what they're all about. I think they also changed their domain. Again, I'm going to have to put some links down below just to make sure. But I absolutely love Serif Page Plus. It made creating graphics and documents a breeze. It is what I have used to create my own graphics, my own banners, my own just memes, whatever it is. I usually use Page Plus. It's much more affordable than Adobe's InDesign, and it's a lot easier to learn how to use. Number 2, FreshBooks. This is a great tool if you're on your own and you don't have a way to keep track of your accounting yet. This is wonderful. Not only does FreshBooks keep track of your accounting instead of an Excel spreadsheet, but it has a great online timer, and I highly, highly, highly recommend that. If you're a freelancer, especially, and you're just starting out, get a FreshBooks account and create a task for every single thing that you do. Okay, so it's not for copywriters, it isn't just the writing. It's the research, it's communication, it's promotion, it's revisions. I mean, there are a lot of different parts of operating your own business. So you want to make sure that you have all those tasks listed so that you can keep track and you will understand how much time it takes you to complete a project and which parts of the project are especially intensive. Okay, so FreshBooks, great to get. They also have really nice reports. So you can get your P&L through FreshBooks, profits and losses, your monthly expenditures and expenses. I mean, just everything. It's a really, I can't recommend it enough. FreshBooks. Number 3, SugarSync. A lot of people use Dropbox. I have used Dropbox. I like Dropbox. But SugarSync actually syncs your folders. So whenever you make a change in your folders, no matter where you're accessing the SugarSync account from, you're going to, and you have the folders like on another desktop or laptop, that's going to automatically also be updated. And I like it. It's a great cloud storage solution. One of the best ways to backup, sync, and access your files from anywhere. And then last, but certainly not least, the Self Journal. So this is a productivity journal where you have 2 pages per day, and it allows you to map out your day, but more importantly, it allows you to identify what is most important. So you set goals, and then you break down those goals into different milestones, and then every day you work that out. What are the 3 top things I need to do in order to reach my goal? So that is the Self Journal. Again, I've gone through 4 of them now. It is a 13-week journal, so that equals out to be about 3 months. And usually people will go through 4 a year. And I have accomplished a lot by identifying what my goals are, setting milestones, and then reaching those milestones bit by bit, day by day. So I'm discovering that I need to write it down in order to get it done and make those appointments with myself. Otherwise, I just mow on through my day without accomplishing the truly important stuff. Speaking of important stuff, have you set goals for your marketing? And do you have the right tools to help you reach those goals? If you're not sure, why not schedule a free marketing chat with me? And again, I have my link there to schedule the marketing chat, and I just realized I need to add that below. I may have just the right tool to get you flying down the road of success, like greased lightning. Mary Rose. So there's not much that I'm going to talk about with this particular email, because this had a group of resources, and I will do that on occasion in my emails. I really do love to share resources, and I'm always on the hunt for interesting resources that could help you. Anything from collating and collecting or curating information online to apps, that might help you, to podcasts. I'm always trying to listen to some interesting podcasts, and once I find one that really I love, I will share it. So sign up for my list and you will have access to all of that and more. And thank you for spending some time with me, and I look forward to seeing you on the other side. Thanks for joining.